These 15 moments at the VMAs are ones we can never get out of our brain.
Watching glitter gel pens.
A lifelong, one-sided conversation of us consuming every pop culture podcast ever. Glitter Gel Pen has joined the chat.
Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to Glitter Gel Pen.
Episode 48. I'm Jill.
And I'm Melissa.
And today, in honor of the VMAs, we're reacting to the 15 most outrageous VMA moments.
So those of you watching at home, hi, Fifth Harmony.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
From Madonna to Kanye, let's look back on some of the craziest moments in the history of the VMAs. Nova Salish takes a bass to the face. As Nirvana ascended to superstardom, they quickly became more famous for destroying their instruments than any band since The Who. But one night, at the height of their fame, Nova Salish's bass did more damage to him than vice versa. Once Nirvana took the stage for a powerful performance of Lithium, Nova Salish unintentionally grabbed the spotlight by tossing his thunder broom in the air and failing to catch it as it came crashing down on his.
I didn't know that happened.
I've never seen this before.
Me
That's
neither.
crazy. That would really hurt.
That really would hurt. And then, right before that, like, we're ignoring the fact that Homie took a dive off the stage. Like, I thought that was the thing we were looking at, but I was wrong.
Nova Salish, is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Forehead. Michael Jackson accepts fake award. The king of pop was also the king of class, but in this moment, he was the king of misunderstanding. The 2002 VMAs, coinciding with Jackson's 44th birthday, proved the perfect opportunity to celebrate a music legend. Welcomed on stage by Britney Spears, who referred Jackson as the artist of the millennium.
I consider him the artist of the millennium.
MJ took this to be in fact a real award and went on to accept the award with sincerity, grace, and heart.
When I was a little boy in Indiana, if someone had told me that one day I would be getting as a musician.
What award was he accepting?
I thought it was it wasn't a real award, but it was an award made for Michael Jackson to accept, right?
No, they're saying that, like, I think he really won some award, but Britney Spears was like, I always thought of him as the artist of the millennium. And so then he thought that he just won artist of the millennium.
Well, then what is he holding in his hand?
I think the award he was supposed to win.
I see.
I think.
This has me confused.
Yeah.
If anybody knows what we're missing with this story, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Musician, the artist of the Millennium Award. I wouldn't have believed it.
Potentially, the strangest thing about this imaginary award is that MJ probably was the most deserving. Nicki Minaj calls out Miley Cyrus.
Back to
This moment, Swiftologist references it a lot, and I've always thought this moment was completely fake and just not real. I always thought it was staged.
I didn't.
Oh.
Because I think that Miley's reaction is a little like, huh? Like, I think she's kind of like, why are you flipping on me? Like,
Yeah.
a little bit. So.
And this hasn't aged well because, like, Nicki's just doing so bad publicly.
Yeah.
this that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
2015 was a wild year for the VMAs. After Nicki's Anaconda video didn't receive a nomination for Video of the Year, she tweeted that the show only celebrates women with very slim bodies. This led Miley in an interview.
And wasn't that when Taylor Swift?
Yeah, it's not like you to pit women against each other.
Yeah.
And then Camila Bell and Katy Perry all jumped in to be like, yeah, it's weird coming from Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Interview with New York Times to say that Nicki's comments were not very polite and that she didn't have to start this pop star against pop star war. So when Nicki got her time on stage at the show a few days later, she made it clear how she felt about Miley's interview.
This that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
We're all in this industry. We all do interviews, and we all know how they manipulate. Nicki, congratulations. And just because...
Lady Gaga's Meat Dress.
I just do not think that's real. I don't think Nicki Minaj was standing off on the side of the stage one.
Yeah.
I just don't. And I feel like even when the light wasn't on Miley yet, she was prepared to say what she was about to say. She was like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what that. I'm like I could see it either way. I would not be like surprised to find out that it wasn't real. But I just think it could be too.
But do you think it is real, or you don't think it's real?
I don't know. That's a hard one to me. I'm like I think it is. I guess. Like I'm like 60% it is, 40% it's not. So I don't know.
I don't know why, but I was waiting on your percentages to not add up to 100. And I'm like, well, what's that other 10%?
Yeah, it turned into math class real quick.
Dress. During the first few years of Lady Gaga's career, there was no telling what she would wear on the red carpet. However, absolutely nobody was expecting her to show up to the 2010 VMA in a dress made out of meat.
I'm Batman.
You're Batman.
Oh, listen. I'm gonna let you finish. But I'm just saying, hit the subscribe button and the like button. It would really help us out.
Was the meat dress real meat?
Yeah, I think it was a reference to people wearing like leather and like dead animal bodies for fashion. I think it was a reference to that, or a nod to that.
I never really knew if it was like real meat or if it was just like fabric that looked like meat. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe it like construed my brain the fact that it was like a Halloween costume and still is. Yeah. So I just think of it as like a fabric that looks like meat.
Yeah, I kind of miss the Lady Gaga days of her like showing up in something crazy.
Yeah, the egg. I remember the egg. Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll show it. I don't know.
Gaga changed outfits several times that night, but the meat dress is one that will live on in infamy. She received some backlash for the look, but it has definitely gone down as one of the most iconic fashion moments of all time.
Can you imagine sitting beside her during that award show and like you would not want to be like
she gets juicy and like stinks.
Yeah, you just wouldn't want to be like rubbing up on her.
Yeah.
You know, seats are really close to each other. Like, you're touching the person you're sitting beside.
And you know, like, whenever you go to the grocery store and you put the meat in your cart and then, like, there's, like, some juice left underneath the cart. Like, in the cart, like, where the meat was sitting, it's kind of like, that's what it was like sitting next to her.
That would be the most uncomfortable thing ever to, like, be wearing. Like,
I can't believe that I don't think she wore it all night. There's just no way.
Miley Cyrus twerks on Robin Thicke. In what could only be described as a publicity stunt, this musical act brought together two.
It's crazy looking back at the Miley Cyrus performance with Robin Thicke now because it wasn't even that big of a deal. She was dancing kind of vulgar, but like I remember being shocked when I watched it.
Yeah, and she's like, essentially what she's wearing is like a high-waisted bikini that's just like a nude color.
Yeah.
And she was just like twerking. It's like we see girls on TikTok doing that.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I was a senior in high school and I had just started my senior year, and I remember watching it at my grandparents' house with them, and they were like, oh my God, she's gone crazy.
I used to, when We Can't Stop came out, I remember I tweeted, like, because where she's like, remember only God can judge ya.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Forget the haters, somebody loves ya.
This might not be, like, good.
Oh, God.
You know, like, looking back, I'm like, why was I judging? But I was like, yeah, Miley, like, God loves it when we shake our butts on the club.
She was so conservative, little Jill.
Yeah.
Two of the most controversial pop figures of 2013. The provocative, raunchy, and above all cringe-worthy performance saw Miley take to the stage, tongue out and stripped down, grinding on Robin Thicke, who was fully decked out in a Beetlejuice-inspired ensemble.
I mean, you were grinding up against Robin Thicke. Did you notice him getting thicker?
Though she didn't create the twerk, she sure made it famous among the mainstream. And she danced it out to Thicke's controversial hit Blurred Lines in what couldn't have been a more ironic song choice.
Okay, controversial opinion, but to have no butt, she actually twerks pretty good.
I know, I can't keep that rhythm.
Yeah.
The way that she kept going.
Yeah. The way that she kept going.
I can't do that. I can't do it at all.
This one kept the world talking for a long time, not to mention ruining the innocence of the foam finger.
This is true. I actually got a complaint from the inventor of the giant foam finger. But it's okay, I gave him tickets to tonight's show, so we're all good, right, Jeff?
Conor McGregor versus Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly and Conor McGregor were spotted in an apparent fight on the red carpet ahead of the 2021 VMAs. McGregor allegedly threw his drink at Kelly and led to the situation worsening as security attempted to keep the two celebrities apart. Not just that, they even came close to exchanging blows, and McGregor was seen charging at Kelly several times.
Someone just told me you had a little scuffle with Conor McGregor on the carpet. What happened? Okay.
Britney Spears.
What, I don't even know what the beef was behind that.
Zero explanation, but I feel like people are always beefing with Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
They always have a problem with him.
I'm not a fan. He's try hard to me.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, like, that's so easy to hate about him. I can't, like, put my finger on it.
I think because he feels inauthentic because, like, he started as a rapper, like a full-on rapper.
And he's, like, kind of changed courses over the years.
And so it's just, like, it doesn't feel real to be, like, some pop-punk, like, guy now when you were a full-on, like, rapper.
And Madonna kiss. Of course, another legendary VMA moment was when Madonna, Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera all took the stage at the show in 2003. At the time, these ladies were three of the biggest pop stars in the world, and they all came together to perform. This collaboration was epic enough, but it was made even more memorable by Britney and Madonna's kiss at the end. Needless to say, Britney grew up right in.
It's weird that no one acknowledges the fact that Madonna also kissed Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
And if I was Christina Aguilera, I'd be so upset.
Yeah, I would be like,
nobody
remembers that I made out with Madonna as well.
Yeah.
Also, we get more insight into this in Britney's interview with Diane Sawyer, which we did cover.
Yeah.
We reacted to that. If you want to, go check it out.
We'll have a link on the screen for it.
In front of everyone's eyes that night.
If Britney looks like she's kissing me in an aggressive manner, it was a surprise to me. I swear to God.
Kanye West interrupts Taylor Swift.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Kanye West interrupted Taylor Swift's VMA acceptance speech back in 2009, declaring Beyonce the rightful recipient of Video of the Year award. His speech not only became the face of 1,000 memes, but incited one of the biggest pop feuds of the 21st century. Obviously, Beyonce was extremely embarrassed. She would like to be excluded from this narrative.
That was, like, nobody, I don't think, even in the moment, even though it was a big deal, I don't think anybody realized the impact that would have on pop culture.
Yeah, but honestly, I think the only reason it stayed so relevant is because Kanye wouldn't let it go. Like, it would be one thing if he, like, apologized to her and everybody moved on. But, like, Kanye kept bringing it up and, like, using it, like, in what, like, saying that he made her famous in his song. Like, Kanye's the reason that became so infamous, which sucks for Taylor Swift because, like, she really didn't want to be associated with him.
Yeah.
And he, like, she had no choice because he publicly, like, humiliated her. And I was watching this thing where, like, the VMAs, like, were one of the only award shows that were 100% live happening, and they would set celebrities up to be put into these positions of, like, anybody could stumble onto the stage and, like, make a fool of somebody.
They were messy back in the day.
On purpose.
On purpose, and, like, they're not anymore. I wish they were.
Yeah. When you think about how young Taylor Swift was, like, she was up there accepting something from Fearless.
Yeah, wasn't she, like, she was, like, 19 or 20, I think.
Yeah,
right?
she was really, really young. Speak Now hadn't even came out yet. So, like, it's just crazy.
I remember where I was. It's like, you remember where you were, like, the day of 9/11? I remember where I was.
Yeah, the day Kanye West jumped up on the stage.
Yeah. I was, like, actually at the beach. I was at the beach. I was in a hotel room. We were watching the VMAs. And I was like, oh, my God. Like,
yeah.
Lady Gaga hangs herself on stage. Ask any little monster, what's Lady Gaga's legacy performance? And there's only one correct answer: the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards. During her performance of Paparazzi, she faked her own suicide, dangling from a rope while fake blood spurted from her chest. For the rest of the night, she wore a red bodysuit covering her face, topped with a fiery red crown.
And it's for God and for the gays.
That was, like, that's that's my favorite performance. Like, I think probably of anyone.
Yeah, like one of the best performances of all time. And she just knew how to perform. Yeah,
and it's not just like it's not just like thinking about it from 2009, I think is when it was. It's like actually every year when the VMAs are about to come up, I rewatch that video and that performance, and like it holds up in the year 2025. It's so good.
Britney Spears dances with the snake. 20 years ago, the pop icon shook the world with her sensual performance during a jungle-themed version of I'm a Slave for You, with a massive serpent wrapped around her body. Every aspect of that performance is embedded in pop culture history, from her glittering navel piercing to her fearlessness holding the python. The performance by Spears would become a landmark moment, not just for the VMAs, but in Spears' career.
I want to know who let you on stage. I feel uncomfortable with you even staring at me.
Tim Comerford climbs the walls.
Thanks to that guy right there.
This guy is rock and roll. He should be getting the award.
Rage Against the Machine received a nomination for Best Rock Video for the song Sleep Now in the Fire. When it was revealed that Limp Bizkit had actually won the award for Break Stuff, RATM bassist Tom Comerford climbed up on part of the set while Limp Bizkit accepted the honor.
Stage dive, dude. Anyway, this is pretty fat.
Comerford eventually...
So was he doing that, like, to...
Probably mad that, like, Limp Bizkit won instead of Rage Against the Machine. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's, like, also it's kind of, like, embarrassing. It's not the flex that you think it is, I fear.
No, and it's, like, that piece that he's, like, swinging on is clearly about to break.
Yeah.
He got down from the structure and spent the night in jail. Andrew Dice Clay is banned for life.
Rockabye baby on the treetop. Your mother's I ain't your pop.
It's hard to know what else the MTV was expecting when they put X-rated comedian Andrew Dice Clay on live TV for 3 minutes to introduce Cher. He went ahead and debuted 2 of his infamous dirty nursery rhymes and said 2 of George Carlin's 7 dirty words you can never say on television for good measure.
Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean. So Jack ignored the flabby and licked the race so clean. Oh!
He was banned from MTV after that night, and his career hasn't exactly thrived enough to give them any reason to reconsider.
I don't even know who that is.
Me neither. I have no clue. And also, like, I just don't think, like, vulgar jokes are, like, funny. Like if a joke that's actually funny is vulgar, like, I still think it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, if your whole joke is, like, trying to be vulgar, it's like, that's not, like, funny.
I think, like, he did that so early on that it was funny to be vulgar and to say things you weren't allowed to say on television. Like, that's how old that was. Yeah. I wish they would have said what year it was, because I was curious.
Kanye West accepts the Vanguard Award. This whole speech was pretty crazy. Not only did Taylor Swift present the award to her friend, but then Kanye went on to give a 10-minute speech that was very Kanye.
I don't understand when the biggest album or the biggest video, I still don't, I've been conflicted, bro. I just wanted people to like me more.
He discussed...
This is just a premonition of to what the hell he's, like, what was he saying that night? What is he saying today? Like, he's been on one from the very beginning.
Wasn't this when he said he was running for president in 2024
I think so.
Or something?
Yeah, I think so.
This is the aftermath of the 2009 debacle and announced his plan to run for president in 2020.
I have decided in 2020 to run for president.
Seeing Taylor Swift stand beside of Kim Kardashian is a wild sight to see. Mm-hmm.
Britney Spears performs Gimme More 2007. Britney Spears' opening performance of Gimme More at the 2007 VMAs was supposed to mark her comeback. It was her first time back on stage in 3 years, following an incredibly public downward spiral.
Oh yeah, the one about my boobs being fake. That is just ridiculous. I mean, come on. I'm 18.
The end result, unfortunately, turned out to be 4 minutes of just make-it-stop awkwardness, with Spears looking visibly uncomfortable as she put forth the absolute bare minimum.
I don't know that it was 4 minutes of, like, make-it-stop awkwardness.
Well, it turns out that in the performance that they actually aired, they did it to be messy on purpose and to make her look bad, because the camera angles they ended up showing on TV were not the same ones that they had rehearsed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's actually really sad what they did.
Yeah, and also she didn't even want to be performing in that in the first place.
Yeah.
Because she had just had a baby and stuff, and so she just wasn't, like, her most confident.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I mean, 2025 speaking, it's like she was not even big.
No, not
and
at
we're
all.
like, everybody was acting like she was some, like, big cow.
I know.
Eminem's 2000 VMAs mashup performance of his hit singles The Real Slim Shady and The Way I Am featured a slew of Eminem clones, making it one of the most memorable performances of his career thus far.
They actually did a reference to that in the last VMAs. Remember that he opened up the show with that?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow. Well, those were crazy.
Those are some moments that I wasn't super familiar with, but some that were, of course, iconic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited for the VMAs this Sunday.
Me too. I really love to watch them every year. It's like entertaining, even if they're not quite as messy as they used to be. I really like to watch them still.
I'm just so excited to see Sabrina Carpenter perform again, because I think we're going to get a performance from her new album that comes out tomorrow.
What if we get a performance with Taylor for Life of a Showgirl?
I have heard there's potential of her doing a medley performance of some kind at the VMAs this year. She owns all of her music, so she doesn't have to worry about having the rights to perform anything.
Yeah, so that'll be nice.
If you guys like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe.
And we make new videos every Monday and Thursday. So we will see you next week. TTYL.
Bye.